Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Friday. And happy Friday to you, August 23rd, 2013. Well, a recap of yesterday's market impacting announcements is kind of ended up being a mixed bag. Some things looked positive, some things looked negative. Overall, I would say there is probably more negative than positive, but the negatives weren't that negative, nor were the positives that positive. So it kind of ended up being a mixed bag and sort of neutral, which we'll see kind of on the charts when we take a look at them. And of course, the outage yesterday on the NASDAQ for about 3 hours in the afternoon may have had something to do with it as well. On tap for today is new home sales. Not much else to say about that. Let's take a look at foreign markets. Asia was kind of mixed. Nothing really significant there. It's just kind of a mixed blah kind of looking situation there. And in Europe, mostly negative, but overall mixed and sort of blah there too. Alright, let's jump over and take a look at the futures. We're looking at effectively a flat opening on the major indexes, and gold is up a tad to 1374. We're looking for it to head towards that 1400 mark, and oil is at $1.518, and I would be looking for that to get below $1.05. It's kind of funny because just a couple months ago I was looking for it to stay below $1. Now I'm happy if it's below $1.05. It's called conditioning, I believe. Taking a peek at our account, or at least my account, the cover call on gold is still hanging in there just fine. There is really there's a correlation between this being a tenth of this number, the 134 being a tenth of 1374. Yeah, I guess you could derive that. So what I would be looking for here would be, well, we're actually at 13.7. This would be 137 if there was if it was truly a tenth of that, but it's not, because it's not really tracking like gold futures or anything. It's actually gold producers, which usually kind of rise and fall along with the price of gold because that's their product. So it makes sense in a way. But anyway, so far the trade is working out well. If I were to take a look at, I collected $2.31 for that, and it's currently at $2.41, so I'm down $10 on that. But the stock itself, or the ETF itself, the shares that I own, I paid $131.97 for, and they're currently at $132.81, so up 84, so the net is 74, so that looks pretty good. Yesterday I got out of CELG. Let's take a peek at that chart, and I think overall I'm pretty happy that I did get out of it, and not happy about the timing because this was during the outage. This candle here didn't move very much. Most of this candle is the outage, and then after it came back up, I put a limit order in and got out of it. And also had the alert trigger on Visa, and I didn't do anything with it. When I went over to take a look at it about 11 o'clock or so, I had seen that it had already rolled back. Now I know I have a target up here for a bear call, and I was looking to do a bull put just based on this hook here and everything getting confirmation, even though the moving average is flat. But I'm glad that I didn't do anything on that. And we still have some alerts on a few other underlines, and we'll cover those later. SPY looks like it's going to do just fine for this expiration for today, and I will be looking at doing one this morning. And let's see what we might do here. Alright, we still have a down arrow. Oh, no, we don't. Let's turn on person pivots here. Or PPS, I should say. PPS, let's turn it on. Alright, we're still in the midst of a down arrow here. I may want to wait another day, but if we open down a little bit here today, I'm jumping in on a bear call. And where might that be? Well, let's see here. Looking at next week, a bear call good one would be around 168, and that would be up here, and that would seem pretty reasonable. So if I was to do that, 168 and all right, that would give us an 11-cent credit, and I would do 10 of those. So that's $110. Now, here I have a $2 spread, so I would be changing this to 160, 170. So that gives me 10 to 1 risk reward, 27 cents on $2 of risk. So that would be okay with me. So that's what I would be looking for. Let's take a look at TLT and see what kind of a trade. Looks very similar to SPY, doesn't it? Alright, so at 10 a.m. if I take a look at this one, and this one has the 50-cent spreads too. I like that a lot. That would be 8 cents. We'd do 10 of those. And this would be, I want to go to 107 here. 18 cents, not real pretty. We're looking, maybe I might need to go to 104.5 and 106.5. Oops. That would be 19 cents. That would be looking a little bit better. So 104.5 would be right about here. I may do that, I may not. I'm not sure. Well, let's have to take a look at it at 10 a.m. this morning and see how that is. Alright, so that's what I would be looking for there. And then on Netflix yesterday, I did put an order in to unload these at a nickel, and it did not execute. So let's take a look at Netflix and see how it's looking, if I'm in any danger here at all. And unless the world decides it wants to end today, we should be pretty safe with that, but I'm still going to enter an order right now. Maybe I'll go for a nickel. You can see right now it's at 8 cents if I wanted to buy it. The midpoint is 7 cents, and probably the bid is probably 6 cents. Let's take a look. And we're looking at 6 and 8. So, good guess. That's why they call me the guru. Just kidding. Nobody calls me the guru. I'm the only one that calls me the guru. Count on it. So what I would do here is I'm going to put an order in here for 4 cents, and I'll send that out. So that one's all set up and ready to rock and roll. Being that it's Chipotle here. Chipotle is looking at August 5 expiration. Let's take a look at that. And that expiration is actually next week. Yep, next Friday. We're hanging in there okay with that. And that is it. So now we can just like jump over and spend a little time in the A+ list and see what's happening there. Okay, Apple. And our alert did not go off. We were going to jump in that right away at the open. Never happened. Am I still looking for something? Yes, we have more of a confirmation of a hookup. We have on the daily, though, the stochastics are pointing down, but on the weekly they are up. And can this move be sustained, or are we looking for a little bit of a correction here? I think that the alert is still valid overall, even though we would like to see some confirmation here, as we did here. You know what? I'm not gonna do anything on this. I'm just feeling a little shaky just because of this MACD on the daily, so taking it off. I'm going to try to be a little bit more tight and exact on the trading rules here. Alright, Amazon, it's in an uptrend, but we're thinking about maybe a trend reversal. I am removing this alert. And I might be going back for a bull trade on this. So I'm going to take this alert off, and we don't have confirmation. We have a little bit of confirmation here on the stochastic, but not on the MACD, but we have confirmation down here on the MACD, and definitely confirmation here on the stochastic. So I'm going to remove that target there and slap an alert in here. I'm having problems seeing my alert. Let's put it up here. Okay, that's good. You might be wondering why I'm bouncing around on these things, but when you have something that's playing with this 50 MA, it's not, you can get in trouble, or you can be very successful in either direction. Alright, so Baidu. Actually, Baidu had a fairly decent day yesterday, so we're going in on an alert on this. At or above. And I may want to just tweak that down just a, no, I want to just leave it there. I'll just leave it there. Okay, we have MACD moving up here, MACD moving average up, and the daily, or the short term, is still above zero. We're not getting a lot of confirmation off the weekly just because of this huge move here. But I think that overall you could safely do, let's look at 20 deltas here, around 134, and that would be here. So that's below the low for the last week or so, so that could be pretty good. CELG bailed on that yesterday because it just was not doing anything, and I only lost 10 cents on this one, so that wasn't too bad. So I am now out of this, so we'll take that out of there. And it's failing here on the stochastic, so we'll just wait for another opportunity in the future sometime. CF. We might be starting a new uptrend. We're just going to have to wait for this to mature a tad before we get into that. I'm going to have to change the time frame on this chart here. And we want intraday, but it's only 5 days, but I'm not getting my 50 MA. So this is going to be a mess here. Hang on a second. I'm going to change this. I'm going to have to change it differently, though. I'm going to have to go into it. Let's see here. Settings. And change this to... I have to do it over here because if I change it over there, then I'm going to lose my 78 minutes. So if I do it on this one, and I make it 20 days, I should get my 50 MA over there. Okay, so I got my 50. So now I know this is 50 78 minute periods here, and we have something to take a look at, so that's a little bit better. Been kind of missing that line. Alright, we're going to wait for this to mature. Chipotle, we are in Chipotle, and we're okay there. Not going to do anything more. Gold, we have the covered call on gold. It's doing nicely, thank you very much. It's September. Do I see anything for directional? Trend may be bending up here. So a little bit of a hook here could provide us with an opportunity to get in with a bull put for next week, and that would be at 129.5. That wouldn't be too bad. So I'm putting an alert on gold here, right about here. Okay. Looking pretty positive and got some nice confirmation. So that's good. Google. Here's a PPS up arrow. We have a new, well, let's see here, 50 MA just started to move up. We're going to wait for this one to mature. Goldman. In a downtrend, looking for this target. We're just going to wait on that. LinkedIn. Missed an entry here, but we don't have a lot of confirmation on that, so we'll take a pass. MasterCard. Okay, uptrend, red candle. Stochastic below 50. MACD average moving down, but short term moving up. Down, down, down. So no confirmation for any sort of bullish trade there. Netflix, we're in. Do we want to pile on more? We don't have an opportunity. We'd be looking for a target down here, and so we will throw one in there. Price line. Oh, we just got a PPS. I'm not like relying on this, but I'm just noticing it because I have it turned on. Okay, we have a hookup. We're up here, flattening out on that. Up here, no confirmation over here. We wait one more day. PNRA. We have an alert to the downside here. I believe the alert is still valid. We are down, 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 and maybe hooking down over here. So that valid is still alert. No, that alert is still valid. We're almost done here, folks. Tesla, what did it do yesterday in the shortened trading session? Whoa, boom. They really love that Tesla. Not a lot here during the outage, but wow, did they just go after it after. And mid-morning too. Wow. Still looking for that entry. Don't want to chase it. And last, but certainly not least, Visa. We're looking for a down move here. We're still looking for a down move here. And that's the way we're going to hang in there. Well, listen, you guys. I want everybody to have a great weekend, because I sure plan on it. It's been a rough week for me. Very, very busy. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.